Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Vaibhava classes today. Okay. So today we are going to actually start from the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So Bhagavatam, I hope you have physical book with you. You can also study from Vedavis online, offline. It's there on phone. We have Kindle. We have. I decided to have the classes from this PDF so that I can annotate here, I can highlight here, and this thing remains with me. In otherwise, it's difficult to give them my own notes and all. So it's very good. This is a good PDF of Bhagavatam. We offer our obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, and Krishna, who is snake. A snake appeared before the baby, and the Lord began to play with it. Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Chand Kazi. Delivering Jagai Madhai. Jagannath Prasad Maharani ki jai. And Mahavishnu, still Garvadakshay Vishnu. And Sutta Goswami, Shaunak Rishi, and the sages in Nimisharanya. Yeah, Krishna's appearance in the prison house of Kamsa. Yeah, good. So Srila Prabhupada gave nicely in the table of content. You can see different topics are there according to different topics of discussed in the pages of Bhagavatam, his mission, his birth, and different things. So if every chapter Prabhupada, it's very good to follow this topics, list of topics, like seeing the Lord, forms of the Lord, and living beings. Thematically, you can compile and study based on that. Preface. So Prabhupada begins the preface profoundly with very brilliant statement that we must know the present need of the human society. What is that need? So that's very good of Srila Prabhupada, that in the first line sentence of Srimad Bhagavatam, when he is addressing the need of the human society. We have teachers training course from Pratattva Chatushpati we do, and we discuss there that as a teacher, what do we teach? The teaching is like we need to set up our aims and objectives for teaching. What do you want to teach? Aims and objectives. So how do we get our aims? So devotees say, oh, it based on the content, what do you want to teach? Or how do I want to teach? No, it's based on the students' need. As a teacher, first of all, I need to identify what are the needs of the student. I might know many things. I have lots of knowledge. I know many things. And the tendency is that I'll go to the classroom and I will just dump all my education, all my knowledge to the students. Okay, you just know everything. Whatever I know, I'll tell you. But students might get confused with information explosion also. So therefore, I need to identify what is the need of my student, first of all. So as a preacher, that's the first thing. We need to identify the need of the human society. What do they need currently? And we need to address that. Srila Prabhupada showed his brilliance as the perfect teacher, the perfect preacher, that he is addressing the need of human society. Like as a perfect doctor, first of all, he will identify the root cause of the disease. And then he will start curing, giving medicine, prescribing medicine. So Prabhupada, first of all, he addressed what is the need of the human society. We can learn from here that how to preach. Okay, fine. So then Prabhupada went ahead that human society need no longer bounded by geographical limits to particular countries or communities. Communities is broader than in the Middle Ages. It's broader. So we need to understand the need of the entire world. And Prabhupada's point is that only Srimad Bhagavatam will fulfill this need in human society. This is his conviction. So there is a nice anecdote that I heard from His Holiness Bhaktinarayan Swami Maharaj. I didn't hear this from anybody else or couldn't read it anywhere else, but I heard from Maharaj. Maharaj few times he shared this story. I don't know the source of that, but Maharaj directly came from Maharaj's speech. He said that, of course, he was quoting that he heard from someone that when Srila Prabhupada was a Grihastha, Abhaycharan Ravinda Das, his name was. At that time, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he already sent some of his disciples, sannyasis, to the West. I think in London, and some to Germany. He sent them for preaching there in the West. But they couldn't be successful. They couldn't be successful there. So they returned back to India. So when they returned back, I think they came by flight. So when they returned back, Srila Prabhupada at that time, Abhaycharan De as a Grihastha, I think along with him, another devotee was there with him. So they went to the airport to receive those devotees, preachers, sannyasis, who are returning back from the West after preaching. And they couldn't be successful there, whatever the reason is. So Srila Prabhupada went to the car to receive them and bring them back to the temple, the Gaudiya Math. So while returning back, Prabhupada asked them that what happened there? Like, what was their experience in preaching there? So now these devotees who are returning back, the sannyasi, they are saying that, oh, these foreigners, these Westerners, they ask so difficult questions. They ask so difficult questions that we couldn't answer. Some so tricky, like awkward questions they ask, we couldn't answer. So Srila Prabhupada immediately looked at them and said that, what kind of questions can there be which cannot be answered by Srimad Bhagavatam? What kind of questions can there be in this world which cannot be answered? Means Prabhupada's conviction was that bring any question in front of me, I can answer from Srimad Bhagavatam. Of course, don't ask that what is the local train timing from Navadvip to Calcutta or Howrah. This is not a question to ask. Tattva, ask the truth of life. Any question you ask, Srila Prabhupada says, is can be answered by Srimad Bhagavatam. So that was the conviction of Srila Prabhupada as a Grihastha only at that time. He showed that conviction. And later on, that was his main conviction that, yeah, Srimad Bhagavatam can really deliver the entire world. Madeka Bandha Mat Sangin, Mad Guru Man Mahadana, Man Nistaraka. Bhagavatam can deliver the entire world, save the world. So Prabhupada, when he finished his first canto of Bhagavatam, he published it. Then he said that, now I am ready. Now I am ready to go to the West. I'm ready now. Go to America. Someone asked him, I think Sumati Murarji, that elderly lady who helped Srila Prabhupada to go through that ship, Jaladuta, who gave the ticket to Prabhupada. So she was saying, and others were also saying that, oh, Swamiji, why do you want to go to West at this old age? You want to go to America, you want to, like, people go to there to enjoy. Why do you want to go there? Prabhupada said, I don't want to go to America. Srimad Bhagavatam is going to America and I am just carrying them, accompanying them. Srimad Bhagavatam is going to America. So that was a conviction of Prabhupada that Srimad Bhagavatam will fulfill this need in human society. So it begins, therefore, with the aphorism of Vedanta philosophy, Janmadasya Yataha, to establish the ideal of common cause. So yeah, Srimad Bhagavatam should be introduced in the schools and colleges, for it is recommended by the great student, devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, in order to change the demoniac face of society. Prabhupada begins from the beginning, that Komaram Acharit Pragya. He quotes Prahlad Maharaj that Srimad Bhagavatam should be introduced in schools and colleges. Actually speaking, the studying of Bhakti Vaibhava we should have done when we were young. But we should have done this in schools and colleges, study Bhagavatam. But now, of course, it's never late to study Bhagavatam. Whole life is for Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhag Sarva Bhagavata Prana. Okay, so we go ahead, and Prabhupada, he describes. So Prabhupada finally quotes this famous verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 5th chapter, 11th sloka. Tadvag visarga janatagha viplavo yasmin pratishlokam avadyavatyapi namanyanantasya yashonkitani yat shrinvanti gayanti grinanti sadavaha. So why did Prabhupada quote this? What is the reason behind choosing this particular shloka to quote here? You read the translation, then we can understand this. On the other hand, that literature which is full with descriptions of the transcendental glories of the name, fame, form, and pastimes of the unlimited Supreme Lord is a transcendental creation meant to bring about a revolution in the impious life of misdirected civilization. Such transcendental literatures, even though irregularly composed, are heard, sung, and accepted by purified men who are thoroughly honest. So it says here, even if it's pastimes, even though irregularly composed, so that's the main key point here, that Srimad Bhagavatam, which is full of descriptions of Krishna's name, Nam, Guna, Rupa, Leela, even if it's irregularly composed, it is heard, accepted, purified by purified men. So Srila Prabhupada is, first of all, why did Vyasdev quote this verse? Actually, Narad Muni said this verse to Vyasdev in first canto, chapter 5th. The point is, like in Bhagavatam, we can also see that when the scholars, they read Bhagavatam, there is no scrutiny maintained, no chronology maintained there. In small details here and there, it can be found there. Even Shukdev Goswami also said that we are not here to have just a description like that. Chronology. I will not follow the chronology. I will. So when Parikshit Maharaj asked question to Shukdev Goswami, he said, okay, I'll answer to your question in such a way so that primarily pure Krishna Katha, pastimes of Krishna arises. That will be my main motto, not chronology here. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada, when he wrote his commentary to Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada's English was not with that type of English that was used in America. First of all, one thing was that Prabhupada from Calcutta, he learned English during British time. So his English was more of British type, and his accent was Bengali accent. And so in America, but whatever, when someone is native English speaker or native of some language, the grammar and all these things are different. So that's why Prabhupada told his disciple Hayagri Prabhu, who was a professor of English in America, he told him that, okay, you can edit my English language in the grammatical something here and there. And Prabhupada, when he was preaching also, his heavy accent was also there. Like I heard a story at first time of Prabhupada, story from another devotee that when Prabhupada was, his accent was heavy, Bengali accent. Like I also have a Bengali accent. I hope you understand. So Prabhupada was in one class, Prabhupada was saying that, so Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to save us. He was saying with this heavy accent of Bengali. Now they were hippies in the audience. They were sitting with long hair and beard and mustache. They were sitting and listening to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, "So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to save us." So they thought that Prabhupada is saying that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to shave us, shave our hair, shave our hair. So they thought like that. So that's why Prabhupada is saying that even though it's irregularly composed, it's heard, sung, and accepted by purified men who are thoroughly honest. So main point is the intention. If it's purely done, then other things do not matter. Like we have another pastime of Prabhupada where Prabhupada was in India, and there was a Pandal program or something, and some Indian sadhus, scholars, they came and they complained to Prabhupada, Swamiji, your Western disciples, they don't have good pronunciation. The pronunciation is not good. So Prabhupada said the pronunciation may not be good, but the renunciation is correct, is good. You learn renunciation from them and you teach them pronunciation. Of course, that doesn't mean that we don't focus on pronunciation. We should try to learn good pronunciation. There are devotees who can teach pronunciation, who learn Sanskrit from traditional Gurukul, they can teach, we can learn. That's fine. But point is, if someone who cannot pronounce well, that doesn't mean that he doesn't have any hope. Some people, they have problems, generally, genuine problem with pronunciation. Like I was teaching English to some Bengali devotees. So I went to recently also this tribal preaching area in Bengal, in remote corner. So we were discussing that we are planning to have some, for those devotees, have some English class. So I was telling them, okay, pronounce school, and they were saying e-school. I said, no, e-school, school, e-school. I said, no, cut this e, school, just school, e-school. So yeah, something that, okay, fine, you whatever you pronounce. So similarly in Sanskrit also, some people have genuine thing, pronunciation and this and that. We can try to learn, but if we cannot learn something, that doesn't disqualify us from devotional service. So Prabhupada is quoting this verse this preface is there in all the cantos of Bhagavatam, and this verse Prabhupada quoted. Similarly, I am also trying to giving Bhakti Vaibhava classes, and all of you are listening to Bhakti Vaibhava classes. First of all, genuinely speaking, I am not worthy of that, to give classes on Srimad Bhagavatam. So how I consider this is that I'm just sharing what I studied, and I myself is studying in the class. I'm reciting, I am reading, and I am just sharing what I understood. And this is one opportunity where I can be corrected. If I am wrong somewhere, please correct me. Show me if I say something misconception, or if I mistake, please show me, prove me wrong. I will happily accept that. So that is one way of my purification. Like when Chaitanya Charitamrita Krishna's Govardhan Goswami wrote it, he wrote in the first canto, like Adi Lila, that I am writing this Chaitanya Charitamrita pastimes of Mahaprabhu just to purify myself. And sometimes you see there are small kids come to temple and devotees, okay, you sing Narasimha Arati, and they sing, oh, Namaste Narasimhaya Jai Radha Mata. Small kids sing, and other devotees, lao, very good, they clap it. So I feel myself also a small kid. So yeah, can correct me. And even Shukdev Goswami also said that, Sutta Goswami also said the similar thing. Sutta Goswami said in the beginning only, and then Parikshit Maitreya Rishi also, when he described Bhagavatam to Vidura, he was saying in third canto, Tathapi kirtayamyanga yathamati yathashrutam kirtam harer swam satkartum giram anyavidhasatim. That why I am reciting Bhagavat to you? that if I do not recite Krishna's pastime Srimad Bhagavatam to you, then my tongue will be unchaste. So in order to purify my tongue, I'm reciting Srimad Bhagavatam to you, and that too, how much can I recite? Not that I can do everything. I cannot recite everything. Whatever I have heard, not that I heard everything. Whatever I heard, and not that whatever I heard, I will tell everything. Whatever I heard, from that, whatever I could assimilate with my, whatever my brain could assimilate, capture, that only I can share with you. Not more than that. Sutta Goswami gave that analogy, and similar analogy is given by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita. At the end of Chaitanya Charitamrita, he said that, nice. Akash ananta tate joiche পক্ষীগণ, যার যত শক্তি তত করে আরোহণ, তৈছে মহাপ্রভুর লীলা নাহি ওর পার, জীব হইয়া কেবা সম্যক পারে বর্ণিবার. আকাশ অনন্ত তাতে জইছে পক্ষীগণ, যার যত শক্তি তত করে আরোহণ. The sky is unlimited, but mainly birds fly higher and higher according to their own abilities in the sky. The big vultures and eagle, they can fly high. As small like parrots and all, they can fly just a little bit. ওইছে মহাপ্রভুর লীলা নাহি ওর পার, জীব হইয়া কেবা সম্যক পারে বর্ণিবার. The pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are like the unlimited sky. How then can an ordinary living being describe them all? How can they describe everything all? ওইছে মহাপ্রভুর লীলা নাহি ওর পার. यावत बुद्धिर गति ततेक बर्णिलु, সমুদ্রের মধ্যে যেন এক কণ ছুঁইল. I have tried to describe them as far as my intelligence allows, as if trying to touch a drop in the midst of a great ocean. So after describing the entire Chaitanya Charitamrita, so many things brilliantly, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that I have just touched a small drop from here. Amazing. So yeah, so please let us pray to Srila Prabhupada that all of us, we can study Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so that's preface of Prabhupada. Now in introduction, Srila Prabhupada, he said, his main point is that he said two types of Bhagavatam: the book Bhagavat and person Bhagavat. Book Bhagavat and person Bhagavat. And we need to understand the Srimad Bhagavat, book Bhagavat, according to the teachings of person Bhagavat. Without the blessings of the person Bhagavat, Bhakti Vaibhava, we cannot understand who Srimad Bhagavat, book Bhagavat. So who can be better book person Bhagavat other than Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came himself to show us how to do bhakti. So he is the best person Bhagavat. So therefore Srila Prabhupada, he actually gave here the biography of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, life and teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. A short sketch of the life and teachings of Lord Chaitanya, the preacher of Srimad Bhagavatam. So first of all, we need to understand his teachings. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that how to study Srimad Bhagavatam. We can try to find out the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Srimad Bhagavatam. And that's the way of studying Srimad Bhagavatam. And he also said that we cannot understand Bhagavatam without understanding Chaitanya Charitamrita. Without reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, we cannot understand Srimad Bhagavatam. So we are fortunate that Srila Prabhupada, when he wrote his purpose to Bhaktivedanta purpose to Srimad Bhagavatam, he quoted Chaitanya Charitamrita profusely in his Bhagavatam, and he brought Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings and brilliantly gave us Bhaktivedanta purpose. Actually, there was one story that incident that in Mayapur there was flood. It's often floods are there. Last few years, floods are not happening, but earlier there lots of floods were there. Used to be there regularly. So flood came here, and it was flooded. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was saying that. Let's switch off. Okay. Okay, fine. So Saraswati Thakur was saying that you can switch off also. That switch is the next period. Yes. That similarly, during the Mahapralaya, that annihilation, the water from Karana Samudra will come and inundate the entire world, entire universe. Mahapralaya, everything will be annihilated. And at that time, one who wants to save himself should grab these three things. What are the three things? Any guess? Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. These three things. Then he said that, okay, if you say that, no, we cannot grab three things together. It's difficult to take three things together. Okay, you can release Bhagavad Gita, leave Gita, and hold Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. But then he said that if you say, complain that, no, it's difficult to have both also, two things in two hands also difficult. So then you can leave Bhagavatam also. But do not leave Chaitanya Charitamrita. Because without Chaitanya Charitamrita, you cannot save yourself. Chaitanya Charitamrita is the highest teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if we are the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this parampara, then for us the highest is Chaitanya Charitamrita. And that's why Srila Prabhupada was really excited, eager, anxious also, I'll say that, to publish Chaitanya Charitamrita. There's the famous story that how within 2 months, Srila Prabhupada and devotees is the historical thing to publish Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada gave us Bhagavatam, and Prabhupada was not that much concerned also to finish Bhagavatam. Because Prabhupada was so big and vast. If I cannot complete, okay, fine. But Chaitanya Charitamrita I must give. So Prabhupada he said, within 2 months, let's finish Chaitanya Charitamrita. He gave Chaitanya Charitamrita entirely. So now, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we get the highest teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now what do we do? Should we not study Bhagavatam and Gita? So for us, along with purpose of Srila Prabhupada, we are fortunate that Srila Prabhupada, he quoted Chaitanya Charitamrita in Bhagavad Gita also. We see the other commentators who wrote Gita commentary. They wrote commentary to Gita, but when Srila Prabhupada wrote his commentary to Bhagavad Gita, he quoted Chaitanya. So he brought the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Chaitanya Charitamrita and he explained Gita. So we are fortunate. So for us, Bhagavad Gita along with Bhaktivedanta purports, or Bhagavatam along with Bhaktivedanta purports, are as good as Chaitanya Charitamrita's teachings. We are getting there only. That's how we are fortunate. So we are really amazing. It's really amazing how Srila Prabhupada he brought Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Charitamrita, everything together. So that's important. That's why I shared this yesterday. Please go through that. Please go through that 10 teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sambandha Vidya Prayojan, 2 videos I shared in the group. It's very important to understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his teachings. Here also you see another point, another shloka is there. Where is this? Okay, introduction. Prabhupada, this is the introduction of Bhagavatam, and Prabhupada. Similarly, the original source of all material energy is the Supreme Person. Shankaracharya present. Particularly, yeah, it is imperative that one learn the Srimad Bhagavatam from the person Bhagavatam. He is both Bhagavan and Bhagavatam in person and in sound. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan and Bhagavatam in person and also in sound. Naam, holy name, all same. Let me see. There is something I am searching. In Preface, Srila Prabhupada also discussed how to study Bhagavatam gradually. Yeah. I am just looking something that I made note in the Bengali Bhagavatam. I am searching in the English Preface. Yeah. Okay. This is here, and that's what I. Hmm. Yeah. Introduction, Life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hmm. Yes. So Prabhupada right here, he said, I was searching for this. So Prabhupada says this is the essence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings. So yesterday, what I shared the Bhaktivinoda Thakur's that discussion on Dashamul Tattva. I shared in the group with you. 10 teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So here is another famous verse by another great Acharya, Srila Srinath Chakravarti, who was the spiritual master of Kavi Karnapur. This is a famous verse. Aradhya Bhagavan Brajeshatanayastad Dhama Vrindavanam Ramyam Kvachi Dupasana Brajabadhu Bargena Yakalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumartho Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatradarono Paraha. So Prabhupada quoted this verse, the paraphrase the translation here, and Prabhupada said that this is the essence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching. The 5 points. See here. So, first one, the essence of his preaching is that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's preaching's essence is that Lord Sri Krishna, who appeared at Brajabhumi, Vrindavan, as the son of King of Braja, Nanda Maharaj, is a supreme personality of Godhead, and is therefore worshipable by all. So this is the first teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. First point, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Aradhya Bhagavan Brajesha Tanayas Tadhama Vrinda. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. This is point number one. And point number two is this. But Vrindavan Dham is non-different from Lord, because the name, form, and place where the Lord manifests himself are all identical. With the Lord as absolute knowledge. So point number one is Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj in Vrindavan. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Number one. Number two is his dham, his place of abode, Vrindavan. His name, his form, place, all are equal as worshipable as him. Second point. Point number three. The highest form of worship of the Lord was exhibited by the damsels of Brajabhumi in the form of pure affection for the Lord. And Lord Sri Chaitanya recommended this process of most excellent mode of worship. So point number three is how to worship. First 2 points we got that, okay, whom to worship. Number one is Krishna alone is Supreme Personality of God. Number two is his dham, his naam, his roop, all are worshipable as him. So 2 points we got as whom to worship. Point number three is how to worship. Is number three, is point number three, that the way, the mood of worship that the Braja gopis had, that's the best method of worship of Krishna. Madhurya rasa. Okay. The point number four is how do you know about all these things? What is the pramana? What is the source of knowledge? How to get the knowledge about all these things? So he said that he accepts the Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuran as a spotless literature for understanding the Lord, and he preached. Okay, yeah. So that's the point, that Srimad Bhagavatam is a source of knowledge. Number four. Number five is, and he preached that the ultimate goal of life for all human beings is to attain the stage of prema, or love of God. 5 points. So these 5 points are preached. In fact, Srinath Chakravarti, who composed this verse, he wrote a commentary on Bhagavatam also. Entire commentary on Bhagavatam just to prove these 5 points. Number one, only Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in that he is the supremely worshipable deity. Number two, along with Krishna, like his name, form, qualities, pastimes, devotees also, they are also supremely worshipable. Number three, how to worship him, like the gopis did. And number five is what to achieve, like what is the goal of life, is love of Godhead, prema, Krishna prema. And number four is how to know all these things about, get knowledge, of source of knowledge, pramana. Proof is Srimad Bhagavatam. So these are the Srimad Bhagavatam is the ultimate authority on all these things. So these are the 5 points that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he preached. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matam Idam. So these are the opinions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Matam Idam. Tatra Adaranoparaha. And we should accept this, nothing else. So I think it's in page number 8 of the introduction. So in preface also, Srila Prabhupada, he described here that okay, how to study Srimad Bhagavatam. Very good. Before starting the study of Bhagavatam, we should understand how to study Bhagavatam. The only qualification one needs to study this great book of transcendental knowledge is to proceed step by step. You see, step by step, cautiously, and not jump forward haphazardly like with an ordinary book. Like what to do? Step by step, cautiously, and not jump forward haphazardly. It should be gone through chapter by chapter, one after another. Reading matter is so arranged with its original Sanskrit text, its English transliteration, synonyms, translation, and purpose, so that one is sure to become God realized soul at the end of finishing the first 9 cantos. So Prabhupada is saying that if we finish first 9 cantos, we can realize God. If we study like this, chapter by chapter, one after another, step by step, not jumping forward haphazardly and cautiously. The 10th canto is distinct from the first 9 cantos because it deals directly with the transcendental activities of the personality of Godhead. So that's the beauty of Bhagavatam. And then also Prabhupada describes that. So now, let's today, so please go through the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his life as given here, Nimai Pandit, how he appeared and everything. His father, parents' name, Jagannath Mishra, and Sachi Devi, Mother Sachi. And Jagannath Mishra was a learned Brahman from district of Sylhet. District of Sylhet. So means Mahaprabhu's forefathers are from Sylhet. It's actually, yeah, Sylhet is a beautiful place. You can visit. And actually my forefathers are also from that place. So I visited this that place quite, and Mahaprabhu's till now, Mahaprabhu's forefather place is there, nice place on a small hill, and lots of devotees visit there. Okay, so let us recite today the text 1 of first chapter, and then we'll discuss in details tomorrow in next class. But today let's see the briefly. Okay, Prabhupada is also quoting here, paraphrasing here, the translations of the 8 slokas, Shikshashtakam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not give any books. He wrote one book, but then he threw it in Ganges. We heard the story, but that's not, Sanskrit Vyakaran and all this. But Mahaprabhu gave us only these 8 slokas. So let's recite together. Let me recite, then you can follow me, because this is the first thing to memorize also for local memorization test. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadhyasvayatan vayaditaratascharthveshva vigyasvarat. Again, Janmadvasvayatan vayad itaratas. Let's do half and half. That's why we can't repeat. Okay, then you do it. Let's see how you do. Okay. Janmadhyasya tanvayaditarataschartheshva vigyasvarat tene brahmaridaya adikavaye muhyanti yasurayah tejavari mridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrisha dhamna svena sada nirasto kuhakam satyam param dhimahi. Okay. So instead of reading the entire translation from here, we'll go phrase by phrase. So in our Bhagavad Subhodhini, this is given. Okay. First of all, Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Obeisances to Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudev. Janmadhyastha yatav. Janma adyasya yatah. Janma adi matlab means Janmadi means creation, annihilation, and maintenance. These three together in this one word. Just like in English, we said that what do you want? I want rice, dal, etc., etc. Right, etc. I want many things: rice, dal, sabzi, so rice, etc. Similarly, Janma, etc. Adi means etc. Starting from Janma, a series of a group of things starting with this. So Janmadi, Janma means creation, and then it follows with by maintenance and annihilation. Janmadi yasya yataha, the primeval cause of all causes of creation, maintenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. Supreme Personality of Godhead is he is the source of us all creation, maintenance, and destruction of all the universes. Okay, we understand this point. And Anvayad itaratas chartheshu avigyaha. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all the manifestations. Anvayad itaratas. Anvayad means directly, itaratas means indirectly. Avigya. Krishna knows everything of the world, of the universe. Like in company, there is a big company, a multinational company, and it has 1,000 employees. Employees, like, so the boss doesn't know everyone. Okay, I have a big multinational company. I have 50 branches all over India, all over the world. I don't know each and every employee by name or what is going on. I just get an overall report. But Krishna is not that kind of boss. He knows each and every living being. He knows each and every atoms, molecules, everything. And he is Swarat. He is fully independent and not dependent on anyone. Like we need to depend on others. Like even if we have a big company, the boss needs to depend on the employees. If the employees tomorrow they have a strike, the protest against the company, no, we won't work. In India, it happens. Labor union and all, that we will protest against the boss, the managing committee. We have our own rights. We have our own proposals. Fulfill our proposals. Give us our own rights. We want salary hike and this and that. So they have their own protests and things. So then boss has to go and pacify them. Oh, no, don't protest. Be pacified, be cool, and we'll see. But Krishna is not that kind of boss. He does not need to depend on his employees or depend on, like Krishna has demigods as his employees or managers. But Krishna doesn't need to depend on them. He's fully independent. Tene Brahmaridayo Adikavaye first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahma. Muhyantiyat Surayaha. Even great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. Muhyantiyat Surayaha. Tejavari mridam yatha, as one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire, land, or seen on on water seen in fire, or land, or seen on water. So this is a mirage. Like in mirage, we see there is water, but we go near, there's no water. In sunshine is there, it's shining, reflecting. Similarly, in this world, also we are in mirage-like illusion. We see happiness here, but no happiness here. We'll discuss that, the analogy, while we discuss the purport of Prabhupada in next session. Vinimaya Vyakta Sargom Risha. Only because of him do the material universes temporarily manifested by reactions of the three modes appear factual. Because of him, everything becomes factual, looks real. This material manifestation, material world looks real, but actually it's not real. Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam, and eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from illusion. Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam. He is always situated in his dham, in his transcendental dham. Satyam Param Dhimahi. I meditate on that absolute truth. Satyam Param Dhimahi. I meditate on him. The supreme absolute truth. So this is the first shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam. So actually, in the first three slokas, three verses 1, 1, and 3, 1.1, 1.1.1, 1.1.2, and 3, these are called Mangalacharan of Srimad Bhagavatam. Like we do Mangalacharan, Vyasdev is doing Mangalacharan before starting Bhagavatam, these three verses. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he said in Adi Lila 1.22, chapter 1, text 22. Yeah, Mangalacharan. She Mangalacharan hoy trivido prokar, Vastu Nirdesh Ashirvad Namaskar. The invocation involves three processes: defining the objective, offering benedictions, and offering obeisances. The Mangalacharan is of three types or three processes. First of all, define the objective. Objective, like what are we going to, what am I going to discuss, or what am I going to write in this book? So define the objective, subject matter of the book. Then offering benedictions means showing the result of the book. Like if someone read my book, what will they achieve? And offering obeisances, like who is the presiding deity of this shastra, offering obeisances to him. So three processes are involved. So in Bhagavatam, these first three verses, in 1.1.1, who to read just now, this is Namaskar, or in three types: Vastu Nirdesh, Ashirvad, and Namaskar. So in 1.1.1, we see that Vyasdev is first of all offering obeisances to Krishna, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So that is Namaskar, offering obeisances. Then he is also, Sridhar Swami says that this is also defining objective. Janmadiyastayataha, like we are describing about that Krishna who is the source of all creation, maintenance, and annihilation. That Krishna who is independent, that Krishna who is knowledgeable. So that Krishna is the subject matter objective of Srimad Bhagavatam. So 1.1 discusses that. Then we go to 1.1.2, which discusses again Vastu Nirdesh, again defining objective, that Vedyam Vastavastu Atra Vastu. We'll study in next classes. And then 1.1.3, that discusses offering benedictions. Nigamakalpatara Galitam Phalam, that by studying Bhagavata one can get supreme bliss. You can get love of Godhead. What someone can get by studying Srimad Bhagavatam, that we can see in 1.1.3. So these are the three types of Mangalacharanam we can see here. And also, Acharya says Sambandha Vidya Prayojan. So I shared in the group, please go through that video, Sambandha Vidya Prayojan. So Acharya said that this particular 1.1.1 discusses Sambandha. What is the relationship with Krishna? 1.1.1 discusses Sambandha, and then 1.1.2 that discusses Abhidheya, and the 1.1.3 that discusses Prayojana. So I hope you go through that Sambandha Vidya Prayojana, that section, that thing. Sambandha means the relation. What is our identity? Identity of living being, identity of the Supreme Lord, the nature, identity, activities, characteristics, qualities of living beings, of Supreme Lord, of material nature, and relationship between them. So Sambandha means three things: Supreme Lord, living being, and the material nature. These three interconnected. Avidya means our duty, what should we do? And Prayojana means ultimate goal, what we need to achieve. So please go through that particular discussion, Sambandha Vidya Prayojan, then you can understand. Say here also, Glories of Srimad Bhagavatam Abhidheya, definition of real religion. And here also they said that definition of absolute truth, Krishna is Sambandha, And second one is Abhidaya, definition of religion. And third one is Prayojana. Okay, I'll discuss this further in upcoming classes, next classes. In next class, we go in more details of first sloka of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so see you in next class. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.